What's good, YouTube? That's the kid DC Wrestling back at it once again, man. My official preview and predictions for AEW's Double or Nothing. This is the next AEW pay per view that's coming up. Typical, they're running it once again at the MGM Graham for the fourth consecutive year. This is definitely shaping up to be a very big show for AEW. You always know they always try to go in and out for AEW Double or Nothing. But yeah, I'm looking at the card. Like I said, it should be a really good show nonetheless. I know a lot of people have been kind of going crazy on AEW in terms of booking wise. I've been seeing videos after videos on the timeline saying how AEW is falling apart, AEW is falling out of business, AEW is dying, and all this stuff. But regardless, I still think AEW has a tendency to put on really good shows, and I think this will be no exception. So, with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get to the predictions. I'm gonna start off with the international championship. Roderick Strong, Will Ospreay. Now, Will Ospreay won the Gauntlet match on Dynamite a couple weeks back to earn this opportunity, and yeah, him and Roderick Strong. I don't know if they've had a match in like the past, like indie scene or previous companies. I'm sure they had, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the first time I'm seeing these two going at it, and obviously both guys are good at what they do, so this should definitely be a really good match. All the Osprey matches since coming to AEW have pretty much been really good for the most part. So again, this should be no exception. I do think Will Ospreay will win the international championship. I just do not see Roderick Strong beating him. Like, you can have the Undisputed Kingdom try to get involved, even though that stable's kind of dead to the core now. I just do not see Roderick Strong retaining his title. So I think uh, Will Ospreay gets the W here and wins the title. So we're gonna get on next with Tony Storm and Serena Deeb for the AEW Women's World Championship. I'm kind of, I'm a little still just confused with Serena Deeb here for a minute. I'm not knocking Serena Deeb as a wrestler, but like just all of a sudden, she's a baby face now when she's been healed for many, many months now. And now it's like you're trying to rely on Serena Deeb as the baby face in this feud when in reality, if you look at it, Tony Storm is the one who's getting cheered. Tony Storm is the one who the people are loving more. And I mean, can't really hate him for that. Tony Storm's gimmick is just killing it. Obviously, one of the best gimmicks in AEW, probably not just of the women, but of the entirety of AEW. So, of course, the people are going to eat it up and love it. And it's just like not really doing Serena Deeb no favors. Now, I'm not saying this match ain't going to be bad. I think the women have a tendency to put on a really good one here, but Serena Deeb ain't winning here. I don't see it happening, not a chance. I think everybody and their mama can agree that Tony Storm is going to retain the title. So, Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. You know, I it took a while. It took a while, but now Mercedes Moné is finally having her first AEW World Title match. So you mean to tell me Mercedes has been with the company since March, and we're in May now, and she hasn't had a match yet, and this is her first match. It's gonna be for the championship. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel for Willow Nightingale because I like Willow Nightingale, and I feel like she is definitely one of the strongest women in the division. And hell, I say a win against Mercedes Moné would do just great, great things for her overall, and just continue to build her stock even more. But you know how this is. This is the professional wrestling world, and this is a business at the end of the day. And you have to see who's going to make the most money. You got to see who's going to draw the most. And right now, and again, Willow Nightingale is an amazing talent, don't get me wrong. But if we're talking name value, brand wise, Mercedes Moné is up there. Now, I don't think she's been a game changer necessarily for AEW. Like, her debut didn't really have any sort of impact. And then, like I said again, you also throw in the fact that she hasn't wrestled since literally at all since coming to AEW. And Mercedes is definitely coming into this one, I feel like, as the heel. Willow Nightingale, like, just natural babyface. Mercedes, in that contract signing last Wednesday, it felt really heelish from Mercedes. So she might end up cheating to end up winning the title. And I think that's how she ends up winning the TBS championship. So Mercedes Moné, I think she wins the title here. So John Moxley, Konosuke Takeshita, for the World Heavyweight Championship in the Eliminator match, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator match. This is one of the things with AEW. I don't know why they're still doing this. I've been saying this from the beginning. Like, these title eliminator matches are so pointless because, yeah, the match is going to be good. Oh my God, the match is going to be good. But it's predictable. You know who's going to win. And then it's like, especially with John Moxley, like I don't think he's lost a single title eliminator match. Majority of the AEW title eliminator matches, the champion still wins. And it's like, you mean to tell me, like, I have to beat the champion in a non-title match just to receive a world title match the next time, when I could have just beat him for the title right then and there? And we know AEW, we know how this goes. I mean, they can just announce title matches out of the blue. So they could have just easily made this match for the World Heavyweight Championship. But you make an eliminator match. I mean, hey, you get John Moxley on pay-per-view. You get KT on pay-per-view. KT's going to have to take the L in this one. I feel like this stink with him and the Don Callis family ain't really doing him any favors. This was supposed to make him, you know, big time. I mean, it was literally at Double or Nothing last year that he had turned heel and aligned with Don Callis. But now it's just like, compared to the heel turn a year later, Konosuke Konnectia is, you just look at him as like the heel who talks a lot of trash but can never really back it up. And Konnectia ain't gonna beat John Moxley for the world title, let alone win this match. So good match, but we all know winning John Moxley is. So Swerve Strickland versus Christian Cage. This is for the AEW World Championship. So this was the EVP part. This is where their power came in, because you're probably looking at it like Christian Cage just lost a feud, and like he said, I quit like a little girl to Edge, and now he's competing for the world title and perhaps what might be the main event of the show. But the EVPs got involved in this one. They pretty much picked Christian Cage as Swerve's next opponent. But I mean, I'm not really. I don't think it's gonna be a bad title defense for Swerve. I've been seeing a lot of people, seeing a lot of videos again saying how AEW hasn't really been doing a good job with Swerve lately. And maybe the EVPs playing a role in it, might be storyline wise as to why Swerve doesn't seem like a vocal point, but I may be wrong. I don't think Christian Cage is gonna win. I do think Swerve wins here. Like, Christian Cage, though, him winning the world title would be wild. Like, don't get me wrong, but I don't not think he's winning at all. So I think Swerve wins, and I think we're gonna be doing a lot of swerving and driving come Sunday night, May 26th. So there you have it. So I put this match as the last match. I'm pretty sure, because how big this storyline is, this might end up main eventing the show. Anarchy in the Arena. The Elite versus Team AEW. Now, you see Eddie Kingston in the picture here, and I just want to clarify, because I'm probably going to get bum rushed with comments in the comment section. Eddie Kingston's not a part of the match. Trust me, I know. I just couldn't find the match card added with Darby Allin in it, and I'm kind of surprised that Darby Allin is, wrestling, considering that he literally admitted it in front of national TV that he's still not 100%. The man injured his foot a couple months ago. He was about to climb Mount Everest. The injury stopped him. And then next thing you know, you find out Darby Allin gets hit by a bus, a legitimate bus. So he's got a broken nose, and he's still wrestling. Anarchy in the Arena. And we all know what the Anarchy Arena, we know how crazy Anarchy in the Arena can get. So I don't know how they're going to do with Darby, but knowing Darby's going to be Darby. But should be a really good match, though. But FTR and Danielson, because Eddie Kingston got injured. He's out with a knee injury because that he suffered in his title match in Japan, or at the Japan show, hence why he can't be a part of this match. So Darby Allin is taking him, and they're going to be representing Team AEW. Obviously, the Elite, they attacked Tony Khan, so just trying to get some retribution for Tony as well, the company as a whole. Honestly, I would say Team AEW. I'm gonna go with Team AEW. I feel like, you send the crowd home happy, especially if this is the main event. I could go with the Elite though to really stilt some momentum with them and get more heat with them. But I think I think Team AEW wins this one. I think they win, and I think this could very well be the main event because I feel like right now the big storyline in AEW is this whole Young Bucks EVPs taking over and really abusing their powers as again EVPs. So but if the Elite win, then I think we all know where this might lead to. This storyline clearly will probably continue and will probably lead to blood and guts, which is usually what they do around this time in the summer anyways. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the predictions video. And yeah, like I said before, man, AEW Double Nothing show overall be a